So I'll say it was productive with communication and connection with all my peoples in life. I love my people, so got to
Oh,
spend some time.
love your people. Rodney, what's up with you, man?
Uh, I'm in a better spirits than I was yesterday. Definitely having the conversation and the energy yesterday. That was what you call it. I did get I have got some feedback too about yesterday's episode. So
Ooh.
it's definitely interesting and funny how people come to me. Don't say nothing to me about my own show, but when I'm on here, they be happy to chime in. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
Rodney.
You gotta chime in. You know what I'm saying?
It's how we
And
connect. It's how we
hey,
all three of us connect. It's a great connection. That's what
hey,
it is.
it be entertaining to me sometimes, man, because like we'll spark a conversation, and then next thing you know, they talking like they know what they talking about. I'll just be laughing. I'll be like, yeah, all right, okay. You got your perspective. I get it. All right.
Well, Rodney, hey,
Whatever.
listen, hey, Rod,
Yes,
look,
sir.
you know them, so listen. All you gotta do is call me if they want to come on and have the conversation with us. Hey, they more than welcome, bro. They more
I
than
need
welcome.
them to be more educated before they come on here. That's
I
all I
mean,
have to say.
No, no,
nah,
don't
Rodney,
say that,
nah,
Rodney.
Rodney,
I said it.
but look, that's
No,
the point.
Rodney.
It's the point. We supposed
Huh?
to help educate them. You know what I'm saying, and help
Yeah,
No,
but
them
the
to
we
problem
have a
is,
arrive into the
conversation.
place where they need to
oh,
be at.
we gonna go into this. I ain't really want to go into this, but I go into it.
Go
The
ahead before we start.
problem is for me is that I can't fight lies. I don't believe in it.
You
You
can't
know what
fight
I'm saying?
lies.
I can't fight lies. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, if what you're saying is what you're saying is just a blatant lie because you want to say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight that.
Nah, right.
If you tell me all churches are bad, then I'm just going to leave you alone. I don't got nothing to say to you because I already know that I can't fight that lie. If we can't agree that not all churches are bad, then we don't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree with that because
So,
that's like saying all people are bad. That's
exactly.
incorrect. That's incorrect. But see, then you got to be able to tell a person like, okay, listen. So basically, what you saying is that I'm bad, and what I'm trying to do is good. I'm trying to love on people. I'm just saying that's what I'm telling you, person. When they say that, you have to have something to say. Like if they say all churches are bad, okay, can you explain to me why all churches are bad? And then you have to be able to elaborate on that because that's not true. It's not because everybody that goes to church does not do the same thing. You can go into a church and there are people that's still going to church that's still doing bad. So don't say the church, say the people. It's the people. It's not the
That's
church.
not true either.
What?
Now what are you saying that there? So you gotta for me it's the context of your words. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
look,
Like
the
if you want to have
church
a
is. You said
go ahead.
you said. I'm saying, look, you said that person said all churches are bad, right?
Mhm.
And I said it's not the church, it's the people because the church can't be bad. It's the people that's in the building that make it bad. Because guess what? First of all, they may be lying. First of all, they may be leading you down the wrong path. So you're gonna have this perception that church is bad because a building, once you go in it, it's not bad. It's the people that's in there that make it bad. That's the environment. So guess what? You got liars, you got cheaters. You know they doing all that, but they're going into a house of worship and they're still doing those things. So how can you say that the church is bad? It's not the church, it's the people
Okay.
that make it bad.
Lady T, this is an example of when I just will go ahead and let it go. Exactly what I said.
But
Mhm.
it is
All
it
right,
is
all right. Just because somebody, all right, just, ooh. All right. If somebody makes a bad macaroni and cheese, does that mean the ingredients is bad?
Nope.
No, they just used it wrong.
Right.
They used the wrong ingredients. They used it in the wrong way. They used it in the wrong thing. That doesn't mean that the people are bad. That don't mean that the ingredients are bad. That just means that they're not using it in the right way, the way it was designed. If you use things in a way that it's designed to be used, then you will come up with a great product, whether it's anything in this world. Now, to say now, just if somebody has learned the wrong recipe, does that make them bad? No, they're just making it bad. You know what I'm saying? So when you say to me, it's the people that are bad, then I go into the same thing as the church. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people have been taught the wrong way.
Right. That's your answer right there, Rodney. That's your answer right there. That's your answer right there. If somebody make a macaroni and cheese and it's bad, it's because they was not taught how to make it correctly. So guess what? Everything that comes with it is going to be bad. So it's the person that is making it, they did not learn correctly. So if you preaching and you're not preaching correctly, it's not the word of God, it's you as the individual that is sending the message incorrectly that is going to corrupt a person. God's word is never going to change, but how you preach it, how you deliver it can be misused. So it's not God, it's the person that's sending the message that corrupts it based on how their perception. They misguiding you. In the church, they're misguiding you. So it's not about the church, it's the person who's sending the message. They're doing it incorrectly. So guess what? Their mind is already messed up.
I got you, but that still don't make the church bad.
No, I said it's the people. Yeah,
but also then the other thing about it is that I'm still using the macaroni and cheese analogy. You know, if you tasted them, if you tasted it, you know they can't make it. Does that mean all macaroni and cheese is bad?
No,
you know, no, it don't. But I mean, the thing about it is, then they go into their experience and this, that, and the other, and they're not listening to the analogy. You're listening to it, this, that, and the other. But I just had too many incidents where I feel like if you're not open to have a real conversation and you just want to blast your opinion about something, you know what I'm saying? And then when I say to you something like that, and then you're like, well, my experience, you know, this and that happened. I'm like, okay, but there's other places, like there's other churches, there's other things. Just because you went somewhere and they made the wrong recipe doesn't mean that all macaroni and cheese is bad. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that it, in the great scheme of things that it isn't a great concept. You just have to find the right place. And just like anything else in life, things can be done incorrectly and things can be done incorrectly. You know what I'm saying? So, but this wasn't, and I'm sorry because I had several conversations today, and I don't want, I know, like I said, people have been listening to me, and I don't want them to think I'm talking about them. So let's just go ahead and move on to something.
No,
let's move on back into the topic.
No, I got you.
No. This was, you know, and I mean, you know, let's move on.
I got you. I respect that. You know,
but it was a great day. I enjoy these kind of I do enjoy those kind of conversations, but it's just like when somebody just gives me a blanket statement like that, I tend to just go, okay, and just move on to something else. So, you know.
Well, sometimes it'd be good to help them challenge themselves. Say, why don't you do such and such? It's a challenge for them to do something different. You can,
but they don't want to do nothing different. They just want to make their statement.
They want to what I'm saying, and just be done with their statement.
Yeah, they want to make their statement with no proof, with no, you know, no backup conversation and things like that. No, okay. My thing is this: if you make a point, then I'll acknowledge your point. But if I make a point, and I think I'm very good at expressing myself and expressing how I'm talking, and I know I made a point, and you still don't want to acknowledge it, I then know that we don't need to talk no more.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm the same way too.
Yeah. So there we go. And that was a shot at Chef.
Cat. That's why look, you heard me. I already know him already. I said, that's a cat, y'all. That's a cat. Yo, you all right? Get some water. You all right?
Damn, all right, sorry.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's it's a
Oh,
great day
man.
though. You know, I'm in a good mood
Yeah.
when I want to mess with you right off the break. We
Oh,
ain't even
man.
getting to the topic.
No, so yeah, here we go. We got another lovely topic from Lady T, guys. Can you truly love someone and still feel jealousy? Lady T,
And I
I
felt
was,
like this was a shock to me. But now I found out this was Lady T's topic.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
we've been doing
Okay.
jealousy for the longest time. I thought we wasn't. Yeah, remember the conversation
T,
we done
No,
with
I agree with
jealousy
you. That's
topic?
what I'm saying.
but
I thought
T,
this
I
was
don't know
about when
what
I
to tell you.
said what
You
I
put,
said,
remember
and
how
now
you
this topic came up.
That you
Yeah.
still brought it up. I said we done with jealousy topics, and you was like, I should have said this to you off air, but anyway.
yeah, you
Nah,
probably
it's
didn't
all
tell me
good.
that. But no,
Yeah,
T, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, you know this one of the new topics you sent me.
but I
Remember, I
understand.
don't know, huh?
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So obviously
You
it
know,
was
anything
something
we
that you
said,
want to.
anything jealousy, we'll talk about it whenever you bring it up, okay? Because it's the topics that you bring up. So
No,
yes,
No.
it is.
Remember, Lady T is God led.
There it is.
Not Rodney, you in the
There it
gut.
is. I like it. I agree. I'm in agreement.
That's
I'm in
right.
agreement.
That's
I
right,
like
Rodney.
it. That's it. I God let me. I say,
You
yo,
right.
that's
You
it.
right.
All right. So Lady T, take away. So what do you mean by that? I don't understand. Can you tell me can you truly love someone and still be jealous? I don't understand that. Can you explain that to me?
So I think jealousy is a misunderstood emotion. And I've had to deal with that last year a lot, of hearing the word, of, being around things and situations that look like jealousy. And most of the time, jealousy is about the person who feels jealous. It's not about the person that they think they're jealous of, it is about themselves. And that basically could be, an unhealed attachment to something, a scarcity mindset where, you think a certain way, a fear mindset where you think a certain way, but it looks at another person and says that they want what they have. And can you truly love someone? Yeah, I believe this is a question for us to answer. I believe, yes, you can truly love someone and still feel jealousy. Because if you are a person that looks at life and knows that love and jealousy are like somewhat the same, but not opposites, they're the same. Like you see love, you see the love, but you have jealousy that you think that you can't have what they have. It is a sort of a lack of seeing yourself as having what it is that you think you're jealous of. And we are to be abundantly mindset type of people where we can manifest abundantly, and we have a scarcity mindset, and jealousy is another side of what love really is. And so I do believe that you can truly love someone and still feel jealousy because, we look at them and say, hey, they have something that I love and it's beautiful and I would love to have that. And they think that they can't have it. That's a part of the unhealed wound within themselves that needs to be healed. And, I am learning how to accept people for who they are. And even when I can sense a sort of jealousy, or even within myself, I'll say for myself, I've had to look at myself to see what I am jealous of. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I have very little jealousy in me. The reason why is because I have history of my own life and I want to see people succeed and I want to see people happy. And if that means that if you have a material wealth that is greater than mine or a knowledge that is greater than mine, I'm going to be like this. Ooh, how did you do it? Oh, I want to know. Like, I really have no desire to feel like I can't learn from another person. Sorry, y'all heard that. I feel like I can't, I don't want to be separated from what true wealth and knowledge is, which is to know that I'm not perfect and I don't know everything, but there's somebody else that can do better and know better. And I'm going to love them anyway and learn from them. So, but can we do that? Can we truly do that? No, we want to rob what they have from what they have. We want to take what they have. We want to talk down on it. We want to say something that says, oh, put them down. This is what they are, and put them down knowing damn well you shouldn't. Look, Chef, I just want you to know, this is 2026 and I'm trying my best not to curse. And I'm going to say that I'm trying not to curse, but a curse comes out. So you just going to have to forgive me before and just be like, know my heart. All right. I just wanted to say that.
As long as you trying, I'm happy for you.
I really am. But it's
I feel you.
The words are, I freely speak this way to all people, even young ones. And I'm trying to do better. And I don't do too much. I don't do the F-bombs. I don't do a whole extra, but I do have words. And so, Chef, you're going to have to give me the grace and mercy. All right.
I'll give it to you, Lady T.
Thank you, Rodney.
I'll give it to you. We are all working on stuff. He wouldn't even bail me out of jail, so I don't trust him.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Don't trust him. Back. He told me he going, he gotta find out what I did. You know what I'm saying? Right. What kind of friend is that?
Right,
you know
Rodney,
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Well, he probably wouldn't bail me out till Tuesday at 5:00 when I got to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? He'll let me stay in it a whole weekend or something. Then he'd be like, all right, I guess I'll go. Now God, the Lord has led me to get you here on time.
Rodney, you true.
Oh man, I'm in a good mood. I'm sorry. But to go back to what, hey, Lady T, I agree with a lot of what you said, but I do want to say that there's another aspect to that. And jealousy isn't always about what you can't have. Jealousy is about what you can have too. You know what I'm saying? Like I am currently jealous. I am currently jealous. I've mentioned it on the show. I've mentioned it time and time again. I'm currently jealous of my wife. My wife is working in her purpose. You know what I'm saying? When she wakes up late, I get angry. I'm like, I would never be late to my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit here like, yo, I'm sitting here looking at her all smug, and she get to go out and do great things and help great people. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy for her and I love her, but shoot, I want that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that at some point in time, I'm going to get there. And to be honest with you, I can't be mad at nobody else but myself. But as far as jealousy, what I look at as jealousy, it could be both sides of that. It could be, but I do think it's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to be jealous is how you use it. You know what I'm saying? If you use that jealousy for hatred, then that's one thing. But I use it, I'm jealous of my wife, but I use it in love. You know what I'm saying? I still want to go help her and I want her to grow in her moment. Even though I want that for myself, I still want her to grow. I still want her to, get to the next level of what God has for her. And to be honest with you, I feel that for anybody. I feel that for Lady T. I feel that for Chef Dennis. Now, I don't directly know that much enough to know to be jealous about something specific, but I do know that, I want the best for those people. And if I see that you are accomplishing something or this, that, and the other, I'll be happy for you. I'll work with you, but I may be jealous of it too. You know what I'm saying? Because I want happiness too. I think we all want that. I think we all want what we think. And right now, I feel like working in my purpose is what's going to make me happy, opposed to Tesla or BMW or whatever else that other people get jealous of that are material items. You know what I'm saying? I hope that people, and I don't know, I would think jealousy is the right word, but right now in my life and this time with my wife and my family, we are on the right page. We're a team. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that somebody gets jealous of that and wants to be a team with their wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, can jealousy be used as a positive thing? What do you think about that, Lady T? Chef Dennis, or can it be used as a positive thing, or do you think it's just it's all negative, or is there another word describing what I'm talking about?
All right. So before I get into the scripture, first of all, is jealousy a characteristic of God?
Yes. I do think there are scriptures where God says that he gets jealous if you are worshiping someone else or something else that he gets jealous of that. He wants to be the main focus. I do vaguely think
Okay.
there is a scripture about that. I may be incorrect, but I think I am
I got you.
correct.
That's why I asked you that.
Okay.
So watch this. It says
Yay. Do I get like a bonus points or anything?
Exodus 34:14 emphasizes his strong desire for exclusive worship, devotion, and faithfulness from his people, viewing idolatry as spiritual adultery and a breach of his covenant relationship, similar to a husband protective jealousy for his wife. This divine jealousy isn't sinful envy, but a righteous zeal for his people well-being and his own honor, demanding all their alliance as the source of their life and happiness. And see, so that's a different type of jealousy. And that's why, can you love somebody and be jealous at the same time? The jealousy that God is talking about is that you put other things before him and worship them so much that you forget about focusing on about him. And we're going to talk about the natural part of jealousy. If you can't walk in what God has for you, why would you be worrying about somebody else's possessions, wealth? Because guess what? You got to know this, that whatever you have because God has allowed you to get it. And so when you want more, guess what? How can you want more when the little that God has given you, you don't even take care of it correctly? And so you got to let's look at it from that angle. People want more. Like you want somebody, let's say, watch this. I'm gonna be honest. Let's say you want a Bentley. You want a Lamborghini. Do you have Lamborghini money? So how can you want that or say, I want what you got? They may have the money, the resource to get that, and you want it. You want a wife, you want a husband. How do you know what that person did to get that? But you want it, but you don't know what they did. You don't know what they had to endure to get it, but you want it. And so when that's the most important thing is that loving someone, you big them up and say, oh, I like what you got. You get that, girl. How you get that, Rodney? Dang, bro. Like I give you an example. Some of my friends, family members, they all got houses. I don't. I'm okay with that because guess what? I'm going to get a house so I can do the things I want. God already know my heart. I'll have over a lot of family and friends. I'll be the one doing all those functions, having everybody over, having big meals because I love to cook. But so it's in the season. It's coming. But I never got jealous, because they had houses. I didn't. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. They not living right. I never got jealous because I know they're not living right, but they still got it. They living their life the way they want to live. They not living for God. They don't have a desire to live for God. But guess what? So what? I don't care. They're happy. I'm happy. Because at the end of the day, I'm thankful that God has given me everything that I have. I didn't do it on my own. He gives me the strength. He gives me the determination to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I never take credit for my energy. I never take credit for, everything that I have. I say, Lord, thank you. I acknowledge everything I have. I have a great job. I don't take it for granted. And so I think that's where jealousy comes in at, where you can't see that, you know what? I don't know how Ronnie got to the place where he got to, but dang, he got a nice car. I wish I had that. No, I don't wish I had it. Whatever's for me is for me. And I say that to people that are listening is because guess what? Know this. Everything that you have God blesses you with. Whether it's a little bit, he blesses you, but he wants you to have more. He wants you to have more abundantly. But guess what? You have to work with the little bit that you do have so you can receive more. How can you receive more? You're not even taking care of the little that you do have. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. How can you want more or want what somebody else have, but you're not even taking good care of the little that you do have? The apartment that you have, it's not even clean. You can't even keep it clean. You just working. It's not clean. You want a bigger house, you want a bigger apartment, but your place not clean. How that work?
I mean, I think you can want it.
No, I say you could want it, but I'm saying you can want it, but guess what? Some people expect God to give it to them, right? But you're not even taking care of what you got. People always say, I know I'm pretty sure all three of y'all probably heard. I said three. All two of y'all probably heard this. Oh, if I hit the million, what I'm gonna do? Huh? You hit the mega million, guess what? What you gonna do with it? You can't even take care of your finance right now. You can't even take care of your own house, and you want to tell me, I wish I had this, but you can't even take care of what you got right now. What's that?
Well, if I hit the mega million, I can pay somebody to take care of what I got.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I can
we all think like that,
right?
No, we all think like that, but I'm just saying, like, just imagine a lot of people think like that. They like, if I hit this, I can do this, I can do this. But guess what? But they're not gonna do nothing for God. They're not gonna. There are some people that may. I ain't saying all. There are some people may say, you know what? I'm gonna give God 10% of this. And then you got, I won't say majority that say, I ain't doing nothing for God. This is all mine. So they ain't thinking about it.
The problem is once they get it, they don't think they need God anymore.
Exactly.
They got everything that they think that they need and want. And that dollar, the dollar is now become their God.
Right. That's a good thing you said. That's a good point you said. Look, when God give you something, sometimes people get something from God and they don't depend on them more. He said, I got what I want. That's it. They don't pray, they don't worship, they don't do nothing. They prayed about something. God allowed them to have it. And now, guess what? They don't pray no more. They don't go to church no more. They don't worship no more. They say, oh, God, I prayed for this. They tell people, I prayed for this. Okay, you prayed for it. Now, what else are you doing now? God gave you that. And now it's just like, oh, thank you, God.
They'll be praying again once they spend it all.
Yeah. So,
But let me say this. I think when we read about God's jealousy in the Bible, I do believe that is more of a guardianship, that he is protecting us. He is who we are supposed to be connected to. It's not an insecurity type of jealousy. It is a secure, knowing of who God is, and God is the protector, right? That's what I see the jealousy of God in the Bible is really all about, is the guardianship.
It just came to me right now, T. Look, watch this. You have daughters. How would you feel, and Rodney, so you too.
No, I know exactly where you're about to go with it. Go ahead.
See, to be honest with yourself, how would you feel if there was another woman around you and your daughters show more love to that woman than you, and you birthed them? How would you
and let me say that thank you very much for bringing it up. But that's the difference with the fear of fear jealousy. I'll call it a fear jealousy. There's a love jealousy. We put jealousy in our human being form, and we create it in a different type of way, which can be about somebody else. And that is the jealousy that we need to really pay attention to. The jealousy God talks about in the Bible is the guardianship, that he knows I am yours, and so I created you. Now, when I had children and you have children, y'all always have to remember, you gave it back to God. You gave your children back to God in some form or fashion. You might not have, if you did your, what is it, when they got christening. Thank you. My lips ain't moving right. Christening. And then when they got baptized or stuff like that, it goes back to God. But the reality is, when you have a child, that is still God's, no matter what you think that you did, if you gave it back to God. Because let me just say this last part. The reason why I say that is because we people did not create the human beings that are born. Okay, these are God's children. So we always have to remember these are God's children. And so we have to know we have no ownership on God's children. And what we are dealing with in the jealousy form is with one another, amongst ourselves, who our brothers and sisters are. Our jealousy has to do with fear or a love jealousy. There's something that is totally different from God, because God is the creator. Okay. And even though we have the ability to create like him, he is the ultimate creator. He is the almighty that created all. So we have to give the reverence to that is God's children, no matter if you birthed them or not, or that's your seed or not.
Yes, but it's still your gift. It's still a gift that God is giving you. You know what I'm saying? So there's still some type of responsibility towards that. You know what I'm saying? Where God has gifted me this, and it is my job to nurture it, take care of it, and bring it up in the right way.
But not all people do that, Rodney. That's my point.
Okay, I didn't say that all people
Not all people do it. And those that did not have parents that did do that or did not do that, they need to know that they are still a child of God. There are many people in this world that do not have parents that, were brought into that, the religious way or Christian way or whatever religious way to know about God. And that's what we have to remind people of. You are a child of God too. Even though the responsibility was not done on your parents to do the responsible part.
Even though your parents did not do the responsible.
Yes, whatever I said. I'm really tired, y'all. I didn't talk too much today.
It was a little I don't know. I understood it.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh man, now I went blank. Yeah, but all right. So, and I agree with what you're saying, Lady T. I'm going to speak for myself. I would be furious if my children called another person father or dad. I would probably drag them through the hallway. You know what I'm saying? But and I think
She would too.
No, I would not. I wouldn't. Let me say it like this: women are different. Okay,
you doing look. See, I wanted to say this, but Rodney T, listen. It is a natural reaction for every parent that loves their child unconditionally, right? And you doing everything possible to show them love. You give them mercy, you give them grace, and they showing somebody else love more than they love you, and you showing them all the love. And that's what God is doing. That's why God gets upset and jealous, because he said, I give you mercy, grace. I forget about all your sins, and you still over there worshiping and giving everything that I've allowed you to have given to you, and you worshiping this. He's going to be upset, and you're going to be upset too, because you know what? You doing everything, and they like, this person don't even live with you. They don't feed your kids. You have nurtured them. You're doing everything, and they saying, oh, mommy, they're giving all love. It's a disconnect. And so that disconnect, that's normal. That's a normal reaction. When you disconnect from your children, it make you feel some way. And that's how God feels about us. When you disconnected, he want to send somebody to show you that, listen, you just said it. He wants you to come and say, listen, God loves you. God wants you. You his child too. Even in the midst of your darkness, even in the midst of your brokenness, he still wants you to come. And so that's exactly how you would feel. And I'm saying you would feel like it because you're not, you saying no.
Let me say this. Okay. People that know me know, you birth, for me, this is me. All right. I birth my children. And if they don't, you hear how I talk, right? You should automatically know I speak to my children the same way. I speak like this all the time. So if my children know that I'm giving them love, doing my part, to show love, and they're still not satisfied, move on. If you feel like you need to get it from another woman and call them yo mama, go ahead. I'm not going to sit up here and be jealous about it. I ain't got no time, because I did my part, and it's on you. Because look at it like this. we have to know we are doing our part in this world. I don't want to be jealous. I don't want to have those negative energies in my life that bring me so far down, that depresses me and takes me away from joy. So I have to let go of those people that don't want to hold on. So I'm not going to be jealous. You know why? Because they felt like they needed to do that to me. So I'll say, God, that's your child. Take care of it. Because
They
and it
might not
comes
know
back.
better.
If they don't know better, they will. Look, let me say, Rodney, if you hear me talking the way I talk, do you think that I don't talk to my children like that?
No,
I
I think you do. I
okay,
got you. But I'm just saying, but move
You're
on. What
not,
if they just
look,
ate? What if they
look,
ate?
you
Like,
no, you
what
speaking
you
right
mean?
now.
No. Let me say this. I'll tell you
Yeah.
my story. My daughter was 9 years old. Christmas Day, I buy her this purple mountain bike. Wrapped it all up, got it all great, looks all good. This, that, and that. She comes in, she sees it. Oh my gosh. And it just so happened to be a warm winter day.
Mhm.
My daughter goes outside. She gets on that bike. She's so happy. And we're at the top of my hill. She's riding around me in circles. I'm standing up there. She's riding around. And all of a sudden she goes, I love my bike. It's so great. Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Santa. By the third Santa, I almost kicked her off that bike.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? By the
Mhm.
third Santa, I almost kicked her off that bike.
Mhm.
Now, you know, yo, what is she? I couldn't tell her, like, if you want to thank Santa, move out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, come on, what you gonna do?
There's
Now,
a
I
time
will,
for it.
I will admit this. That was the last year she
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 knew about
found
Santa.
out about Santa after that. But what are you gonna do? Like, yeah, you can't kick her out for that.
No, there's a time for it. Trust me, I know what you're saying, okay? But there's a time when, hey, if look, okay, children, even little children, if I had to deal with hearing another woman as a mama, I had no problem with it. That's my point. I have no problem, because look at it like this: their father could, be with somebody and love her to death, and she's good to my children. As long as I have a relationship with her and I respect her enough and trust her enough, then I have no problem with it.
I
So
can
for a
respect that.
woman, it's different. A woman is totally different. That's why I'm like, I don't think of it the way you guys do, because y'all are men and you are the father.
No,
And
I can respect that. I can
okay.
respect what you're saying. If me
But
and my
T,
wife was separated and there was another man and he was a good man,
Mhm.
I would be okay with that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because
but you,
the more love, the better. You
Right.
right?
know,
Look, T, you said relationship. That's what I said earlier. You got a relationship with your daughter. I said if you had this disconnect with your kids and they
Mhm.
treated somebody else, that you gonna feel some type of way.
Oh, I know. Now you say, if you have a disconnect with the kids, okay, and then they have a relationship. Well, okay, if you have a disconnect with the kids, and if you have to look at yourself, evaluate yourself, who needs to come and become humble enough to have a conversation and talk about the issues, right? Could you
Yeah,
could you work out the issues if you talk about it with your child,
you
right? Could it
you
work like
you
that?
supposed to. You supposed to.
We're supposed to. So if I've done my part and I've talked it out and they still don't want to hear anything and they still don't forgive or they still upset, what will I do? I will say, my hands are clean. I did my best. I love you and God bless, and walk on.
See,
You understand?
no. Well, so let me say something to you. I'm speaking directly to you because this is something that I had to do myself, and I'm being real. See, and that's what I said. I'm not mad. I don't have no envy. I'm not jealous. I got two daughters. I've did everything under the sun for them. Do they show me the love that they show their mother? No. But I said to myself, I said, Lord, you know my heart. You know I'm always there. And guess what? I put it in God's hand. And I'm being honest.
Mhm.
I'm being real transparent with you guys. I'm being so real. Listen, I was over the weekend. I was watching, and I'm being real with y'all. Like everybody always tell people I'm real transparent. I was watching this video. It was this little girl, and she was showing her dad so much love. She said, "Hey, Daddy, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you so much." Right? When you come back, tell me everything about your trip, because he was in the service. And the voice of that little girl, it made me cry.
Oh,
The reason
Lord.
why it made me cry is because, you know what?
Oh, baby.
No, seriously. It's because that's what happens. That we do everything for our children. And this is why I love God so much, because I depend on him so much. Is that we do so much for our children. We want to see them do great. And then they turn their ways and they turn away from me. They say, "No, I'm gonna do my way." And it hurts. And it hurts. But you have to allow them to go on their journey and pray for them and cover them. And that's why I'm saying that. Is because there's a disconnect. I love my kids. But guess what? I'm validating what you're saying about saying, you know what, God, this is your child. You know what I've done. You know my heart. You know my desires. I want them to serve you. But guess what? I can't force it. That's all you, God. But you know what I've done. Have I done the best? I tried my best. Some other way, I let my flesh, mess me up, because I wasn't, the great leader that I was supposed to be at times. You know what I mean? To teach them the way. And so now I still am able to do it right now in my walk, my talk with them, and the things that I do in this life. And so I wanted to say that to you, is because guess what? When you get a disconnect from your kids, it makes you feel some type of way.
No, I'm sorry. Look, let me tell you something. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. Our children are everything about life. My children have a father that has pampered them and loved them so much, right? And I am the disciplinary one. I am the strong, hard one. Okay. And I know that. And look, they've grown up with that within me. They know how I talk, and I love them dearly. They know they came out of my tummy, and I told them how I was when I was pregnant, how I treated them. They know all these things, and the love that I've given them, the support that I have given them, I feel confident enough to know that I've done my part. I've done my diligence as a mother, and there's nothing else I need to worry about. They're grown. They're going to do what they want to do, but they will have to reap what they sow. That means if they have ill feelings for something that they didn't like about me, they're going to have to work that out within themselves, because they're going to have to grow up and have that in their psyche to, live their own life about their mom. So why should I worry about it? That's their life. I'm not going to trip on these kids. I birthed them out. I raised them, and I'm going to let them be. Okay. I'm going to let them live their life. If they don't like my lifestyle, there's nothing I can do about that. They might be like, Mommy, you know what? You've been married 10 times. We tired of it. We don't want to be around you because you've been married for 10 times. Why do you have to get married 11 times now? They could say something like that. And I'll be like, girl, mind your business. This is my life. Okay. And I'll let them move on. That is my attitude. I want to live for me, meaning I'm not going to sit up here and worry about being jealous of anything or anybody. Y'all got it? You got it. You got it for a reason, and I'm happy for you. What I need to be jealous about? What I need to be jealous about? Because you sitting up here calling somebody other person a mom? Okay, go here, girl. You got the mom love. Respect that.
My kid wouldn't get the whole word out before I chopped him in the throat.
I know. There's a lot of people like you, Rodney. I get it.
But D, you
got
the
these
whole
second issues.
Hey, Rodney,
I got
you
my
right.
issues, lady.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Rodney, what you mean? I just told you how I feel. I be saying the same thing. No, what you talking about? I feed you. I feed you. I clothe you. When you need somebody for school, guess who get
I wish
me?
my dad would. I wish my son would say father. He would get the whole thing out before he wouldn't be able to breathe.
That's a form of disrespect.
Like, oh, this is my new. No.
Hey, Rodney, more power, baby. I'm right with you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand what you talking about, Lady T.
I'm different. All right.
What I think is.
Like, and they ain't even come out of my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's talking from a place where she at right now.
Shoot, I wish my son would. I'd tell him I wish he was a stain on the sheet. That's what I'd tell him. You don't want to mess with me. Shoot, I'd be hot. I don't care if you're
Y'all
35. I
y'all
don't
men.
give a crap. You know what I'm saying? Don't care at all.
No. I don't wanna
Yo,
be jealous. That's my point. I don't wanna
Hey,
be jealous. I just don't. It's no good for me to be jealous of
I'm
anything.
sorry.
I don't know. I really don't. And honestly, even let me say this because I know I'm not married, right? I'm gonna take this in consideration, right? I'm not a married woman. And let's say if I were to get married again and I had a man and I looked at him to say I could see him as having eyes for another woman, right? And I have to look at myself, would I be jealous? Nope. You know why?
oh,
You know
Uh,
why?
that's a cat.
Because
That's a cat.
I
That's a
can't
cat.
relate.
I
you
can't
can't.
believe that's a cat.
Okay.
You
If
you
you
saying
want,
like you too perfect. You say you too
I'm
perfect
not
now.
I'm not too perfect, but I've been
All
through
right.
this before so many damn times. If I said I've been married 10 times, y'all should believe I've
Been
been
married
married
10
15,
times. Let me stop putting
I've
that
been
in the air.
married
That is
15
not.
Oh,
times.
she ain't been married 15 times either,
15
y'all.
times. 25 times I've been
No
married.
shit.
But the point is that I just what am I gonna do? You know, if you have eyes for somebody else, I'm gonna be like deuces. You know what I do?
No.
I roll out. Like you want to be with somebody else? You gonna be with somebody else.
Mm-mm.
So maybe that's the reason why being married 25 times is not good for me because you can't be committed to me and you can't stay faithful. And I don't want to be a jealous woman because if I'm going to be a jealous woman, it changes me. I'm going to be locked up. And I don't want to be that type that's locked up. I don't want to be that type that's fighting in the
My
streets.
wife likes it.
You know, I don't want to be that. So
No,
I'm
she's
going to
talking about
say
different locked
goodbye
up,
to it.
Johnny. She talking
Huh?
about different locked up. She
Huh?
talking about
No,
different.
I'm talking about my wife likes it. No, my wife likes it when I get jealous. She likes it.
Oh,
She likes it.
how you know? Did she tell you that?
I can tell. Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm right with you. I'm with you, T. No, she ain't
Nah.
tell you that. She ain't tell you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, she ain't tell you
I'm
that. Stop.
sorry. Did I
She
do that?
She ain't
My
tell you
bad,
that.
lady
I'm gonna
T.
call her.
My bad, lady.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
ask
call
her.
her.
I say
I'll
you
call her
get
right
jealous
now.
with Rodney.
Huh?
I'm gonna ask her. You get
No,
jealous
my
with Rodney?
wife likes it when I get jealous.
I got it. Mm-hmm.
She likes it when I tell you, dog, I got issues. Maybe I didn't even think that this topic was gonna bring this out of me. But now we here. so because I've told y'all in the past, I don't like it when my wife laughs at somebody's joke and it's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm serious about this. I'm
You
not
looking at her like
joking
that's
at
so
all.
funny.
Yeah, I look at her, I'll be like, that nigga's not funny. I'm sorry. Now y'all got me saying all kinds of things I'm not trying to say anymore. But I look at her right in her face, like you seen that meme of Ike Turner when he comes in, he like, hmm? You know what I'm saying? I look at her right in her face when we've been to comedy clubs. I told y'all I go comedy, I hang out with comics all the time. But there was one time with a bunch of friends. Yeah, she was dying laughing, and I was like, "Yo, he is not funny." I was like, "What are you doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? Like, what's going on?" Like
Rodney.
yeah,
So guess what? Your sense of humor and her sense of humor may be different.
I don't care.
What you mean
He's
you don't care?
jealous.
That's the
He's
difference.
really
Hold up.
Them be
That's
my
the
laughs,
difference
bro.
between no.
Them be my laughs.
That's
They
the
mine.
difference between
Nobody else
They
you and
mine.
her.
Yeah, nobody
don't
else's,
share.
bro.
She's supposed to laugh. Oh,
You
so
don't
she's
share
supposed to
laughs.
only
No.
laugh at you?
No, if
Only.
he's funny, it's different.
But
Oh, okay.
what's funny to
Yeah,
her may
if
not be
he's
funny to
I don't
you.
care. I don't care. Somebody ain't going to take
That
my
sound like a
laugh
little
without.
controlling to me.
I work for that laugh.
That sound like a little
Hey,
controlling to
I
me.
love my wife's laugh. I love it.
That sound
And
like a
I
little
don't want
controlling
her.
to me.
And I
What you
don't
think,
want her
T?
willy-nilly
I wanna
giving
hear
her
what he's gonna
laugh.
say about that.
I don't want her willy-nilly giving her laugh to any dude on the street.
So
No.
is that controlling, Rodney?
Yes.
No, it's
Yes.
called love.
No,
it's called
not
love.
Love.
No.
Yeah.
So okay, are you talking that's God's love, like guardianship?
Ah, talk to me, lady T.
What you protecting him from?
Yes.
What you
Huh?
protecting her from?
you
What you
protecting her
protecting her
from?
from with a laugh?
Oh, I'm protecting
I'm-
her. I'm protecting her from these little dudes that ain't funny. He ain't funny. He ain't funny. He ain't funny. What
Get
else
out of
to
here.
say?
Stop, man.
And then she went after the joke. This is a real live story. I get out
I
there
know it is.
McFarlane. The real live story. Then she go after the show and she want to go tell the dude he funny. She knew I was going to spaz. She was doing that on purpose. I know what my wife be doing. She knew that. She knew that I came up behind her. I came up behind her and grabbed her and said, "You not funny," and walked away.
So you telling me that's godly?
I said, "Stop lying to this man. You not funny," and I walked away. Yeah, I don't care. My laughs. Nah, no.
He's honest. You gotta
Be
love
honest, but
Yeah.
that's what correction coming in, man. It's all right. That's her. See, listen, what's
You ain't gotta
funny
correct
to
me.
her?
I ain't gonna change.
He's gonna
what's-
keep
Yeah.
doing that.
Now we talking to the dude that say that all churches are bad. You ain't nothing you can say to me, bro. Nothing. There's nothing you can say to me. I am okay with where I am. I am okay with who I am. I am okay with not liking my wife to laugh at dudes that are not funny.
Wait a minute,
And
wait
I
a
will
minute.
continue to not like her to laugh at people who are not funny.
But we're trying to help people grow. So how is it you said
There's no
I'm
need
okay?
for growth, bro.
That's
I don't need to grow in
I
that
don't think so.
aspect.
That's that. Come on, what you mean? So you mean to tell me in that right there, there's no room for growth? You gonna stay right there, and you think that it's right to do that, and it's nothing wrong in that?
Yes.
Yes, he feels convicted.
All right,
Just
but
like
hold
how
on.
I feel
Okay,
convicted.
wait. Okay, but Lady T, I'm asking you. You a woman, right? How would you be real?
Hold
how
on.
would
I'm
you
gonna mute
feel?
y'all real quick so I can get
How would I feel?
Yes, how would you feel if your man said, "Yo, why you laughing? That's not funny." You wouldn't feel some type of way, Lady T? Don't we talk about we at a comedy club and he said,
like the same
"Hey, what you
situation
laughing
that
at? That-"
Rodney's talking about. Right.
Right.
I
And he
would
said,
laugh at him. I would laugh at him.
At who?
My husband, you know what Rodney's situation, like I would laugh at him too. I would laugh at him, be like, "You
Okay.
so silly."
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I would laugh at him. It would be a joke to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if
And
we had other women on here, they would
what
say
you're
the same
saying,
thing.
yeah, I know, but that would be a joke to me because I'm the woman. He is serious about it.
I know he is.
So I understand, but it would be a joke to me.
But he got. I'm
But-
here to
but
tell him.
it's
I'm big
because
brother, and
it's-
I'm here to tell him.
But it's
Stop
but it's
that.
because it's something I love of my wife. If it's something I love of my wife, then why can't I be jealous that I don't want her to willy-nilly laugh at people
Watch
that
this.
don't?
Hey, Rodney, you took her to a wait, hold on, T.
Huh?
Rodney, you took her to a place
Baby, we
where
never know.
there is supposed to be laughter.
Mm,
You took her to a place where there's supposed to be laughter. I can't.
You might need to, he's gonna have
I know.
to
Wait till.
wait.
All right, so my
I said
wife
you
just
took her
got
to a
home.
place
Mhm.
where she get herself settled
Okay,
in.
hold on,
You
let me
took
get
her
it so
to
you
a
can
place.
hear.
Look, you took her to a
You gonna
place
put her on?
where there
Yeah.
is laughter. It's comedy. It's supposed to be laughter. So guess what? In that, guess what?
Honestly,
There are things that's going to be funny to her, and there's going to be things that's funny to you,
Right.
and that's comedy. Because every comic is not funny to me, but it might be funny to my wife. That's her sense of humor. You can't get jealous about her sense of humor for something else that's funny to her. She can resonate with it that you may not. Come on, talk to me, man. Come on now. I'm gonna get on him right here. He get on me. I'm
It's
getting
fine,
on
baby.
him.
You get the
Come
chair?
on.
You want to get the chair?
Yeah, get a chair. Get a chair, my lady. My sister, get a chair. And let me talk. You just sit there and you little but read, listen.
Come on, Miss Vicky.
Come on, Miss Vicky. I got it.
Hi.
Okay. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey.
We love you. You know, we love you. We love you. Listen, I just told Rodney, I said, listen, he was telling us the story that y'all went at a comedy club. And he gets jealous when you laughing at other men's jokes. And I said to him,
That are not funny.
But hold
that
on.
are not
Okay.
funny. It's
Vicky,
key to that.
Vicky thinks it's funny. And guess what? You took her to a place where it is supposed to be laughter. And so in that midst, there are things that's going to happen that's going to be funny to her. It may not be funny to you. You can't say what's funny to her. And you're not supposed to laugh. No. That's What's funny to her is funny to her. That's her human. That's her right. She got the right to laugh at whatever she want to, whether it's a man or a lady. It don't make a difference. That's her right. She feels that's funny. You can't say, no, that's not funny. He not funny. No. Sorry. Correction, brother.
Now explain to him that I can, and I did.
I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you you was wrong. I love you because I can tell you that. I ain't telling you to be funny.
Did,
I'm telling you.
but that doesn't change how I felt. It doesn't change anything about. That was just a statement that he made that had no effect on me. If I thought,
talk to me. That's what I'm talking about.
If I thought the person was funny, I laughed. You know, his sense of humor could could be different than mine, and mine
Thank
could
you.
be different than his.
Yes.
But he feels the way that he feels, and I still might find it funny.
Thank you. That's all. Hey Vic, I'm with you. I'm big
But-
brother. I got you. I'm
but-
with you. I'm with you.
Now,
Vic.
now, hold on. I got another question, baby. Now, do you get do when sometimes when I get jealous, do you find it arousing, or do you enjoy
Entertaining.
it sometimes when I get jealous?
Sometimes, yes.
It's entertainment.
Look, and Rodney, I never
entertainment.
said anything
Yes,
wrong with that.
yes,
That's it. Yeah, I
yes.
never said anything wrong because you know what? She might have something on nice, and she be strutting, and somebody turn around and look, you be like, hey, what you doing? But she like that because she
Nah,
doing
that
it for
don't
you.
bother me.
But she
Long
doing
as
it for
y'all
you
touch,
though.
that don't bother me.
Oh
Now,
man.
if she laugh at the dude's
Your
joke,
reaction.
if she
I
laugh
I
at
love
the
your
dude's
reaction,
joke,
Chuck.
if she laugh at the dude's joke and he ain't funny, then I'm hot.
Oh Lord Jesus.
It
Vic.
don't bother
He's
when she
not-
out there
might be not
sexy
funny
though.
to you. He's not
Say it
funny-
again, Vicky.
He's not funny to you, but he's funny to me.
That's
Right.
it. I got you, Vic. I got you.
But then when you went to go tell the dude that he was funny, didn't I come up to you and snatch you away and tell the dude he was not funny at all?
She
Isn't
laughed.
that true?
But
I
what?
don't
Yeah.
recall that situation.
Oh
but
snap!
it sounds very, very close.
You
to-
don't remember that because Reese saw it. Reese was like, did
Maybe
he
I
just-
wasn't paying attention.
I know that's right, Vic. I got you. I know that's right.
I wasn't paying attention.
She said I was having a good time. I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at none of that silliness. That was
That's
silly.
right.
I'm sorry to tell you, but that was silly.
Hey Vicky, is your husband possessive of you?
Uh-oh. Wait, hey, hold on. This ain't the time to. No, Vicky, don't answer
What's your,
that.
Answer the
definition,
question.
what's your definition of
Is
possessive?
it possessive? Yeah, that's a good question. All right. Let's say, well, he did say you're not allowed to, laugh at people's jokes.
not
That's not
allowed.
funny. Well,
Wait a
he
minute.
ain't say allowed. He ain't say allowed. He ain't say allowed. We'll take that part. We'll strike that. He didn't like it. There we go. He don't like
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yes.
I said that I am jealous. I am jealous when my wife laughs because I love her laugh, and I don't like it when she laughs at
Yes.
people that are not funny.
That's
And
my own
because
one.
I feel like those are my laughs that they're stealing for free. Like,
Yes.
nah, I work hard for them laughs. Like, you ain't gonna sit there and be getting these laughs all willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
So that's the reason why the question came, because he's talking about your laughs, honey.
Yeah.
He's talking
You
about
giving
your
away-
laughs. He don't want to
You
share it
giving
with
away your
nobody.
laughs. What kind of man, boy? Stop playing me. Well, we gonna have to work on that,
possessive,
man.
baby?
Yeah, we got to work on that.
Honest, am I possessive? I'm not possessive.
I wouldn't say you're possessive. I still do what I want and do what I like and go where I want. And
Huh.
you don't say like you can't go. You never done anything like that. You just
We know. You don't got to say it. We know, Vic. We already know, Vic. Vic, we know. You ain't got to say it. We know.
I don't know. I'm just what? I want to know too.
Oh, really?
I'm just what?
I got to say it. Do I have to say it?
yeah, you gotta say it. Yeah.
The abandonment. Come on, stop playing. The abandonment.
What that got to do with anything? That ain't
she
got nothing to
ready
do
to-
with last. Hold on, I'm
When
confused.
she ready to go and you be like, oh, baby, don't go.
No, that's if she go overnight. That's different.
Yeah, so you gotta be like,
Yeah,
all right, babe, have a good
overnight is
time. I
different.
love you. I'll see you when you come back. So I tell my wife,
but
babe, go on that down
I'm better
there.
at that now. I mean, we
you're
all
right.
got our flaws.
That's it. No,
But
you said it.
Vicky get jealous too. So don't let her sit here and act like she innocent
See her
too.
face. You see her face.
You
I know
don't get
that's right,
jealous.
Vic. I got you,
You gonna
Vic.
tell him that? You gonna tell him that, baby? Oh, you don't get jealous. Oh, okay. All right. I'll let her go ahead and stunt. We online. She want to play her games. Okay. No problem. You go ahead and
All right.
stunt if you want
I'm
to.
not
Hey,
gonna lie,
Vic.
I'm not gonna lie. When people get a little too close,
Yeah.
get a little too close,
Mhm.
all up in the face and stuff like that. I do have a problem with that,
Yeah.
but especially if I'm standing right there. But
Mhm.
I make myself known and like embrace the female or whatever anyway. So
Yeah.
But it's about respect. Those
Yeah.
boundaries. No woman should
Yeah.
be able to get in his face and all up in touching him and all. Hey,
Right.
hey, relax.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
boundaries, you can't cross those boundaries.
That's
Chill out.
right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you laugh at someone, I'm okay with it.
Okay, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
like that.
We got different boundaries.
Hey Vic, why you look? Hey Vic, why you on here? Look, can you truly love someone and still feel jealous?
Can you truly love someone and still feel jealous?
Yes.
Jealous of what exactly? Like them being in someone else's space, being like, what do you mean? I think there's variations of
Okay,
jealousy.
Lady T, can you elaborate? Let
Yeah,
Lady T.
any type of jealousy, fear jealousy, love jealousy. You fear that they could go and do something, or love that you don't want them to leave you, and you want to always be around them, nobody else can have them. There's all types of different jealousy. So can you still love somebody? I say yes, because you got to work it all out, but there are some people that possibly say no.
I say yes. I think that has where they are in their jealousy has to do with maybe what they've gone through in their insecurities, or what they have going on in their head. The story that they tell themselves, opposed to anybody else, because that other person could be like straight and narrow, right, doing everything that they possibly can, but it's what it's the film strip that you kind of roll in your head that really creates that feeling of jealousy, or it plays on the insecurities of your childhood, everything that you've been through up until that point as well. So
Yeah.
So when you love somebody, right? So give me an example of loving someone and still be jealous. Lady T, give us an example of loving, still love.
I gave an example already here. I told y'all that I'm jealous that she's in her purpose, and like Vicky, I don't hide none of this stuff. When I tell y'all this stuff, I'm truthful. Like when I wake her up and be like, "You gonna be late for your purpose?" Like I would never be late. You know what I'm saying? I'd be there early. Matter of fact, and I tell her that I'm jealous every day about that. I can't wait to get to where you are. So.
Well, since you said that, Rodney, but look, if you know your wife, look at her walk. Like, how did she get to how did she derive at where she at right now? Like,
yeah, but if I wasn't such a mess up, then she wouldn't be looking so great to God. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Like I got a part to play in this.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on, whoa.
Like,
I gotta check.
You're blessed because you dealt with my stupidity. Like I should be.
What?
I should be.
Man.
Her blessing comes because she dealt so patiently with me.
Mm-hmm.
And God is blessing her.
Right.
So therefore, I still have a part in this too. I should be thankful. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have came so quickly if I wasn't such a good mess up.
But Rodney, you got to look at it like she dealt with it for so long first, and stood by your side for so long. She's got to get her blessings first.
That's it. Not for you, but not for you.
So, she got like that. Your time's coming, man.
Yeah, look. She showed you grace.
Hold on. We don't need to make this about her, okay? I'm just saying.
You brought
labeling all the great things she did.
That's right. That's
it. I don't need that. God knows I lived it, but that don't mean that
she endured it though.
She endured it.
She endured it.
That's right. Thank you, T. Look, she endured everything. And because she endured it, guess what? God's pouring blessings on her. Yeah. She had to go through it. And guess she did it with love, unconditional love. And so guess what?
Good, Molly.
It's something that you have to work to so you can get so you can elevate, so God can elevate you. You got to go through whatever you're going through. You got to go through. It's the storm. Go ahead, Vic.
But I wouldn't look at it like you're not in your purpose. I'm in my purpose, and there's jealousy there because my success is your success, and so we're one. And so there shouldn't be any jealousy per se. Maybe you feel like Doug, like she's arrived. I still haven't arrived. I still haven't arrived. My success and my blessings are yours as well, and I can't do what I do unless you do what you do. You know what I mean?
So. Right.
Hey Vic, I gotta have you on here. Vic.
That's right.
I'm serious. I like how you speak. You speak so lovely. I love it. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
That's
I
why
love
Rodney
it.
loves you so much.
Word. See, you look, listen, God got y'all
Be like,
together
that's my
for
baby.
a reason.
Nobody gonna
Listen,
take that from me.
the way you speak is gonna spill over on Rodney Shores. My name is Dennis. It's gonna spill over. He's going to. I told him this year, 2026 is transformation, and we gonna watch. It's transformation.
Oh, yeah.
The way he speak, and you speak. I'm telling you, you're gonna see a big transformation. And that's when I spoke over his life and Lady T. You gonna watch. I'm telling you, even myself.
Yes, I love
transformation.
Lady T. I watch your reels. You do amazing reels, and I really it resonated with me. I've watched a couple of them when you're out in nature and everything. I really enjoyed those. Yes.
Thank you.
Told you,
I
T, they
miss doing
watching
it
you.
too.
She don't watch my reels.
Hey, watch yourself now. Watch yourself. Hey, Vic, you got a big brother now. You got
Rodney is a trip.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, Vic, you got a big brother now. Watch it. Hey, man, get up out of here with all that, man. Stop that, man. Come on, still watch your.
I see your reels every day of your
There
life.
you go.
That's right.
That's right. She see your butt every day, man. Every day, man.
I love y'all.
Always
Y'all a
watching
cute
Lady
couple. I love
T's
it.
reels. Don't say nothing about mine. I don't see no hearts, no likes.
Every
No
time she gets in the bed
follows.
with you, next to you every night.
Hey,
That's what it is.
Rodney, that's what women do, bro. That's why I'm so big on King Movement, man. Because guess what? Women do it all. They get together. They resonate with one another. Men got to do the same thing. They got to do the same thing. We got to connect like that. They connect, man. They just start flying like eagles.
Oh Lord.
And
Not with the
where you
pigeon.
live? Maybe I shouldn't ask you.
What? You talking to me? Go ahead, Vic.
Lady T.
Yeah,
She talking about Lady T.
Oh,
she don't
Lady
want to
T.
hang out with you, man. Please.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about. No, Vicky, Chef Dennis thought you wanted to hang out with him.
Okay.
No, I didn't,
I'm
boy.
like,
My dad might.
Yeah. Okay. Another sore subject. I think we're done with you, baby. You can go back upstairs now.
We love you, Vic. We love you.
Yes, it was
Nah, if you wanna
great.
hang out, you
Mwah,
definitely
mwah.
can. You know, I'm not stopping you.
Today's my fasting day, so I need to go study the word.
Oh man. Oh,
There
you
you
know
go.
what time is it?
Yeah.
Almost 7:40.
We got a couple of minutes because we got to go to Bible study. Me and Rodney, we going to Bible study. So he didn't brought me in the fold. So now I'm being Bible study.
Yeah.
Wednesdays is the long days for me now. But you know, I'm obedient because that just popped up on my email. I was like, "What's this?" Oh my goodness, Rodney got me. He got me.
Rodney, I don't think you're jealous. I don't think you're really jealous. Not
I don't
really
think
jealous.
so either. He just saying.
I think it's love, and that's just the way you love.
Yeah.
Nah, when it comes to our laughter, I'm really jealous. I'll be mad.
Well, don't worry, that's gonna change.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna change.
Nah, but I mean, you know, we are a team, so you know, it is what it is. But you know, I don't I do, but you know, it is certain things, you know, certain things that I just, you know, it's my wife. But I mean, I'm telling you, it's the same thing with my kids and stuff like that. Like nah, bro. I worked too hard, man. It was a long road to get here. It didn't happen overnight, and I definitely ain't gonna let nobody just come in. And I understand that, you know, that, and I think about that as far as there was just to go into this real quick, but there was a guy who talks about that because we was talking about being broken yesterday, and I was going to send it to y'all, but I didn't. But it talks about that the shepherd, if he had a lamb that kept on running away, eventually he would just break the lamb's legs. And that way he would break the lamb's legs and he would just carry the lamb from pasture to pasture. And then when as the lamb grew, because now he's carrying the lamb and all this other kind of stuff from pasture to pasture and feeding it, their bond got tighter. And then once the lamb healed, the lamb would never leave his side again because it's been on his side for the last, you know, last 3 months while his legs was broken. And he said the reason why the shepherd does that is because he would rather see the lamb broken than to see the lamb go to the enemy. And when he broke that down to me, I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now that really breaks down the you know, why God breaks us before he elevates us, because he would rather see us broken. And then when we're broken, we have to depend on him to survive. And then after we get through that, we are now attached to him. And that way, you know, because he would rather see us broken than see us go to evil. So I thought that was a great point. Yeah,
I mean, that that's I can
Yeah.
resonate with that. And just like and I don't feel like we was talking about it yesterday, right, Rodney?
Yeah.
It's not that God breaks us. It's that like I'll give you an example. Like, I'm only speaking from my experience and hope that people can resonate with this. It's just like me being a husband, and my first marriage, right? If I was doing everything right, I wouldn't have went through the stuff that I went through, because I wasn't doing everything right. God allowed me to go through it. And guess what? He said, okay, enough is enough. Allowed everything to be taken away from me. So now I had to really, like, oh my goodness, wonder why everything was taken. My car, you know, they sold it, they told it, all that stuff I had to endure. But I had to, in the midst of me enduring it, I had to really look like, okay, why am I going through this? And I realized I wasn't doing right. I was doing everything that wasn't pleasing to God, you know. And so, and I feel like I struggle with God put us through that. We put ourselves through it, and God said, okay, I'm still going to be your comforter in the midst of the storm, but guess what? You're going to have to go through this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think God put us through it. We put ourselves through it, and God allows, because he's still there. He's still in the midst of us going through our trials and tribulations. He's still there with us. He's still carrying us, but he says, you know what? You're going to have to go through this so you can learn not to do this again. And so I always feel like man puts themselves in a situation where God want to use that circumstance to build you up, to strengthen you. It's not, I don't think God just put that there for you and say, look, here, you're going to go through this. Nah, it's because of our walk. It's because of our choices that we make that allow, and then God allow us to go through it so we can be stronger. You know, I don't feel like God put us through anything. We put ourselves through it, because there's something about us that has to be fixed for us for us to elevate more. You know, there's something about us that has to, about the healing part. Just like I always say about working out. You can go and work your arms every day, curl, and till it's sore. You have to wait till it heals from ripping the muscle before it to grow again. And so you go, if you don't heal correctly, it won't grow. The muscle won't grow. It's the same thing about the heart. If you don't get the right healing, you can't grow from your hurt and your pain. You can't grow because you still, huh?
No, I just ain't heard.
Oh, you still in the midst of.
That's a chef term and cooking term. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yes, you're right. You're still in the midst of that. You're still in the storm. You haven't came out that storm, so you're still gonna go through it. You're still gonna feel that hurt and that pain because you're not doing the necessary things to heal. That goes to anybody, you know. In your pain, you have to look in yourself and say, what is it that I need to fix about me so I can heal? Gotta let things go.
Hurt.
But this was a good weekend. I mean, good week.
All right, Lady T.
Yes, Lady T.
Yeah,
You got something to say?
No, I was gonna say this was great conversation. I was glad.
I'm glad. Yes, I really am. I'm glad. You know, it was fun. I'm definitely gonna have Vicky and Rodney up here together, not to talk about their life, but just to have conversation. I like how she talk. She's definitely molding him and helping him become the man he's supposed to become. Helping, helpmate. No, I'm serious. She is. She's the right person. You've been around her. I've been around her, and she is definitely a wonderful lady.
All right, she gone now, so y'all gonna stop giving her all the credit.
I'm okay with you.
Let me tell y'all something. You know, when she here, I be quiet. But she gone now, so I can start talking my stuff again.
Yeah, I know you is.
Let's get something straight. Our relationship is a two-way street, brother. She was not always perfect as you may think she was. You know what I'm saying? So we both grew together, and we both became. You know what I'm saying? I give her all the credit while she's sitting here. You know, when Debo here, I'll be quiet.
Hey, T, I don't know if you look when you was with them. I don't know if you had the conversation I had. Look, I can't wait to see them again because it was this like I guess she was a friend of the family. Oh my goodness, they had me at that table dying with the stories they was telling me. I was like, oh my goodness. Rodney was like, I said I can't wait to get back with them, man. I'm definitely gonna come down there and see them again, man, because they had me rolling at the table, and the food was, man. I know.
Rodney can cook.
Look, you had Rodney's food. I had the mother and the father food, man. They had so much food. I said, what's this? This Thanksgiving dinner? Oh my goodness. They had pies and everything. I was like, oh, I couldn't even eat no pie. That's how much food I had. I was like, I'm good. I can't eat no pie. He was like, you sure? I said, I can't eat no more. The food was great, man. I'm serious. The hospitality was wonderful. I just love them, man. I love to be around them. Him as well. Like it was a glorious time, man. And so I just can't wait to get back down there and spend some time with them. But we're gonna have to get out of here because we gotta get ready to go to Bible study. Listen, guys, we will see you guys next week. We have some guests on next week. It is going to be a treat for you guys. Listen, we got something special for you guys next week. So come on, stop by, check us out. It's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be this might go a long time next week. The first one, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long. Trust me. I'll brief you on it later on, Rodney. Probably like Friday or Saturday. But guys, we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend. Be blessed. Love on somebody.